Welcome to Bodies by Britt, and thank you so much for joining in on this 12-minute ab workout. This routine is going to be mostly focused on that lower abdomen, the pelvic floor area, where I know a lot of us have a lot of struggles gaining strength there. We're going to focus on slow, controlled, very low impact movements, making sure every movement has its own breath, which is where the core really shines. So when you're ready, let's get started. We're not going to need any equipment for this routine today, so go ahead and lay down in reverse bridge with me when you're ready. You're going to start to set yourself up, laying flat against your mat here, keeping your knees bent to start. You want your heels flat, toes light, arms down by your sides. Start to automatically flatten out that back to the floor. If you have any space between that lower back and your mat, try to minimize that space as much as you can. Take a big breath in, exhale, lift up off the floor, lifting the hips, squeezing into the glutes, and then roll back down with that spine nice and slow. Let those hips tap the mat. Exhale again, lift up. Inhale on the way down, big breath in. Exhale, push up and away from the floor. Building lower ab strength. It's the hardest part of the abdomen to work. Those lower belly abs, they really take some time and consistency. Giving yourself a little bit of time each day to do a couple of these exercises would really benefit you. Taking your time, absolutely no rush. Exhale, lift, squeeze, roll back down ever so gently. You can close your eyes here too. You can stare at the ceiling if you want, but I promise closing your eyes is going to take the sight out and put the feeling in. Let go of what you think you look like and focus on really feeling those abs lift up. Hold for a second at the top and lower down. Nothing else should be working right now except your core. No pressure on your lower back. Little bit of glute work here too with the bridge, of course. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down to the mat as soon as you're done. Now for this next one, we got two different options as far as position. You can keep your back down for marches, bringing your knees up and in about 90 degrees or so, and then you can slowly tap your toes one at a time, right and left, alternating them. That works perfect. Or if you feel like you want a little bit of more from this, you can keep both feet flat, lifting up for that bridge and march this way. Lifting up and in, lifting up and in, both sides one at a time. Regardless of which march you pick, same muscle groups are getting worked here. Just choose whichever one is most comforting. Sometimes keeping your hips up like this might not be comfortable for you today, and that's all right. There's another option there if you want it. Every time you bring that knee in, exhale. Your arms are down by your sides for support here. You got a lot of weight into your shoulders, your arms. Everything you're feeling right now is normal. If you start to feel yourself moving too fast, slow down your breath. That'll force you to slow down your body. Getting warm. Definitely getting warm, but not overwhelmed. We're okay. Couple more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Wherever you are, lower it all the way down. Everybody's back is flat on the mat together. Give yourself a second here. We're going to straighten out both of our legs. We're going to go leg circles, starting with that right leg. Whenever you feel ready, big breath. Lift the right leg, circle it out to the side, and come right back up to the middle. Stay on that side. Open up the hips, circle the leg around, up through the center. Need a little space for this one to open up that leg out to the side. Exhale, circle. Feel the abs controlling the circle. Nice and slow. Big breath in. Exhale, circle it. Good. We're going to be switching sides. I'll always tell you when. 10 more on these. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more circle, right side. Good. Drop that leg down when you're done. Shake out the legs a little bit. Take a big breath before moving on. Always recenter yourself. And now let's go with that left leg. Point the toe, lift, center, open out to the side, come back up through the center. Open, circle, and back up through the center. Left leg only, please, my loves. This entire time, we're watching so that lower back doesn't lift up off the floor. You're working your hips here as well. This is so good for hip mobility. That's the beautiful thing about exercise. Functional movement, multiple muscle groups working at once, working for mobility and strength, not just while you're working out, but for your everyday life. It might not seem like you're doing much sometimes, but trust me, all these little steps lead to big results. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more. Keep it down when you're done. Nice. Shake out the legs again, my loves. We're almost there. This time I want you to bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together here. We're going to go for frog squats, opening up those hips, starting, keeping those feet on the floor. Big breath in, lift, lower. Very similar to the bridge we did before, but this time we got our feet together. Those knees are open wide. Inhale, down. Exhale, push up and away. This is one of those moments where you really want to take it all in. Everything you've done so far, amazing job. Everything that's going to come after this is leading us to that accomplished feeling that's going to wash all over our souls when we're done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. I want you to bring everything down when you're done. Keep the soles of your feet together. Again, be very mindful of that core. Do you have a space between your lower back and your mat? If you do, try to minimize that space as much as you can. This one, I want you to lift the feet off the floor towards you, and then slowly release back down, tap the floor. Big breath in. Exhale, pull everything up, keeping that frog stance with your knees wide open. Down and up. Keep these super slow, my loves. This is pretty much it. Almost done with our 12 minutes already. It really does go by fast. Thank you so much for everything you've done so far. I'm so proud that you even just pressed play. You already won your day here. Last move for now. Let's make it count. Lift those legs up using the core. Ten seconds, please. 9, 8. We're going for 7, 6. Exhale those legs up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Up and in, and lower down. Release. You can bend those knees in towards your chest. Wrap your hands around your shins. Ooh, nice job. Rock your body side to side. Massage that lower back a little bit. Go ahead and give yourself a big hug for everything that you just did. Thank you so much for joining in on that 12-minute ab routine. Just a little bit of consistency, a few minutes a day really does go a long way. Thank you so much for all of your hard work so far. Please go ahead and subscribe to the Bodies by Britt channel. I post new workouts daily. Can't wait to see you on the next one.